Welcome to the Lone Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, and I am the Lone Ranger. I have been in the mortgage business for 32 years. I've closed more than 9,000 transactions, and I'm really excited to be able to help you and your family with your next mortgage need. Whether it's purchasing a home or refinancing a home, I'm here to help you with that. I've got a great team. Matter of fact, I think I've got the best team in the mortgage industry, bar none. And we're going to talk a little bit about the benefits of choosing Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger, and his team at CrossCountry Mortgage, and why clients come back to me time and time again. It's not because my rates may be lower. I'm very competitive in my interest rates. Are you looking for the best rate? I've got a great rate for you. Are you looking to actually close on time? That's what's most important. People think that the rate is the most important thing. It is important, but it's not always the most important. What are you getting? Right? It's just like the car that you drive. Are you driving a nice car or are you driving a beater? Because the beater will get you from point A to point B. Why are you driving an F-150 or a BMW? Because you want more quality in your life. And that's what I'm going to bring to life for you. That's why real estate agents choose me. That's why I close on time. That's why when I write a pre-approval letter, you're going to the closing table. That's why clients come back to me time and time again when it comes to refinancing their home. I make sure that they're well taken care of and they always get the best possible terms that are available and include the service level on that. I am a local mortgage lender. I'm located at 2729 West Fairbanks Avenue in Winter Park. I service Daytona, New Smyrna, West Volusia, all the way over to Davenport and Brevard County and all the way up to Ocala for that matter. I've even got some transactions down in Naples and Sarasota these days. So we're here to service the state of Florida. I am in all 50 states. We can loan in all 50 states. If you want to buy somewhere else, you just let me know. Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. I am the Lone Ranger. You can always reach me on my cell phone. I give my cell phone out on this radio show. That's 407-706-3313, 407-706-3313. Or you can visit my website at WeBringYouHome.com. My job is to make sure that you're well taken care of and you are taking advantage of all the best opportunities when it comes to financing your home. Let's face it. Your mortgage is probably, and your home that you purchase is probably your biggest purchase that you'll ever make. And the next one will likely be bigger. Okay. So you're going to start somewhere. You're going to start at an affordable price range, and then we're going to amass wealth in real estate. If you want to know how I was able to amass wealth in real estate, I will show you how I do it. I teach a class generally once a month or every other month on Retire as a Millionaire. I will share my Leapfrog program. What I did is quite different than most people think they need to do when they're investing in real estate. And every property I ever bought was a primary residence. It was not an investment property. It turned into an investment property, but not till I had owned it for a year to 3 years. And then I was able to amass wealth in real estate, and I will show you how you can pay every home off within 20 years. That means I amassed 5 homes, all of them paid free and clear, and then you can live either off the rent from that. That'll pay you $15,000 to $20,000 a month in rent, or you can just keep them as assets and peel them off in retirement as you wish, or you can let your heirs take over your properties. I will tell you something. The wealth in this country is made in real estate. There's not many of us that are going to be professional singers, professional athletes, or inherit money. I certainly know I had no opportunity for that. When I see people come to me and they're putting a lot of money down on a home, it's usually because it came from the sale of another home. It didn't come from savings in your 401k. Very little did. Most of it comes from a sale of another home. If that's you, then let me help you. I can help you with that. If you are currently renting a home, you need to stop the car. Pull that F-150 over. Stop your car. Write this phone number down, 407-706-3313, 407-706-3313, or go to my website. It's a super easy system to apply online. Go to WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. I will promise you, if you are renting, rents are going up even faster than interest rates on mortgages and the price of homes. It won't be long before, and it's happening right now. It's interesting because the entry-level home is almost non-existent anymore. And I'm going to be bringing on an amazing real estate agent. Her name is Brittany Zapitz. She's with EXP, and she is an expert in real estate. I've known her for like 20 years. She only looks like she's 22 years old, okay? She's here with me today. She'll be on in the next segment, but we're gonna talk to her about how to position you to become a homeowner, or what homes may be available in the Oviedo area that you may be interested in purchasing, what's going on in the Oviedo area, and some tips on how to buy and sell homes. So I'm really excited about bringing Brittany on in the next segment. So I do want you to stay tuned. Now, getting back to if you are a renter, rents are going up pretty darn quickly. They're putting up apartment buildings right and left right now, but they're getting premium dollar. And if you don't want to live in an apartment building surrounded by other people, then home ownership may be the way to go. You know that there's 0 down payment loans available in rural areas such as USDA. You may qualify for that. There is FHA loans for 3.5% down, and you can even have marginal credit, and only 3.5% down. So you figure out whatever you want to buy, you need 3.5%. You might need another 1.5 to 2 points for your closing costs. So just call it 5%, 5.5% of the price. And if you have that, you very well may be able to get into a home right now. And you don't have to have perfect credit. And if your credit's not perfect and I can help you get your score up better, it'll just help you in your interest rate. So the better your score, the better your rate. Also have conventional loans for only 3% down. So if you're a first-time home buyer, you may qualify for a 3% down conventional loan. Amazing loan program. Matter of fact, my son Chase, 23 years old, bought his first home at 22. Okay, he's already looking at his second home for investment. He is actually in my Leapfrog program. He is following his dad's path on amassing wealth in real estate. Hey, listen, you got to have a house to live in. You might as well make money on it, right? You might as well make money on real estate. It's not hard. And if you are afraid to be a landlord, I'm going to tell you something. What you really should be afraid of is not experiencing the wealth that you get from being a landlord. Fixing a hot water heater on a Sunday or calling a handyman is not that big of a deal. Collecting rent is not that big of a deal. I had no people defaulting on any of my rental properties during COVID. None, not one. And I interview other people that own properties, and it is very few and far between. It does happen, but it's few and far between. So I have none. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to raise my rents to keep up with the times because I can get more for the houses right now. It's a great way to amass wealth. 407-706-3313. Write that number down. I'm applying for the job to be your lender, whether you're looking at purchasing a home or refinancing a home. 407-706-3313. If you are a real estate agent and you are looking to align yourself with a great lender that'll take really good care of you and really good care of your clients and make sure that you get to the closing table smoothly and on time, then choose me. I am the loan arranger. They call me the loan arranger because I arrange loans, and I'll make sure that we get you and your client to the table smoothly and on time. If you'd like to visit my website, it's a wealth of information, and you can read all about all the things that we do at CrossCountry Mortgage at WeBringYouHome.com. You can check me out on my YouTube channel at Bruce Woodburn YouTube or at the Loan Arranger YouTube. I am also have a podcast on Spotify and iHeartRadio, and I'm broadcast on this station and another station here locally as well. And that actually plays on 6 different stations. We'll be back in 5 minutes with Brittany Zapitz with EXP Realty. We're going to really tap into all of her knowledge of what's going on in the market and how we can take advantage of today's real estate market. We'll be back in 5 minutes, 407-706-3313 or WeBringYouHome.com. Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, the Loan Arranger. Welcome back to the Lone Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. If you have any questions for the Lone Ranger, I'm here to answer them for you. My job is to make sure you get the best possible mortgage for your needs, whether you're purchasing a home, whether it's your first time of purchasing a home. Maybe you're a move-up buyer. Maybe this is a vacation home you're looking for. A lot of folks want to buy on the beach right now. Maybe like a lakefront property. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or you're downsizing and you're going into retirement, I'm here to help you with it. I've been in the business for 32 years. I've closed over 9,000 transactions. I am one of the top producers here in Central Florida, and I rank top 1% in the country. You can check me out on my Google reviews, my Zillow reviews. You'll see that the level of service that I bring to the table is literally top notch. I always want my clients to get the very best that's available, no matter what your needs are. Maybe you're considering refinancing a home and saving some money to consolidate debt or convert from a 30-year to a 15-year. Rates are starting to go up, so you don't want to wait too much longer. It is really still a great time, though, to consider refinancing if refinancing is something that you need to do. My job is to always guide you in the right direction so that you are not only making the right financial decision, but you're setting yourself up for future as well. Consolidating debt, paying off debt, and then taking that money that you were accustomed to paying for the debt and your mortgage, now applying it towards your mortgage. I had a client the other day. I'm saving them enough money to where if they just paid what they're paying right now, the mortgage is paid off in 7.5 years. Can you imagine having no debt and no mortgage in 7.5 years? That's what it's all about. 407-706-3313 or WeBringYouHome.com. I want to welcome my friend Brittany Zapitz from EXP. Welcome, Brittany.
Welcome.
Yeah, glad to have you here. So I've known Brittany for how many years now? 20 years?
20 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And you worked in my building, right?
I did 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So I feel like I went full circle.
Yeah.
With coming back to the building, and I haven't seen it in a couple years, and it's awesome.
Yeah, it's so good to have you. You know, it's interesting because I blame myself for this. Brittany and I come in and out of each other's lives here, and I don't think there's any reason we go out of each other's lives. We just don't stay in contact with each other as much as we should.
Agree.
Yeah, so it's funny because I've got a transaction that I'm working on right now with one of my clients, and Brittany is the listing agent. So it kind of reconnected me. I'm like, oh, it's Brittany. Oh, fantastic. I love working with Brittany. And it was interesting. And we'll talk in a minute about why you selected my borrower when it comes to making an offer. But before we do that, Brittany, tell my friends out there that are listening what you do, why you do it, and what market you specialize in.
Yes, so I am a local realtor. I've been doing this for 20 years. I am the top 20 under 40 for the Orlando Regional Realtor Association for 2020. So what I do is I help buyers and sellers find their properties and accomplish their goals of whatever their real estate dreams are, and just provide very good customer service, and I get a lot of repeat business and wonderful reviews. I know I am doing what I'm meant to be doing and loving what I'm doing and helping the community and helping buyers and sellers, achieve their goals.
Brittany, I could not have said that any better. So here's why I like working with Brittany. Okay, first of all, she's right. She cares about you. If you think that every real estate agent out there that can truly handle your needs, Brittany is the type of real estate agent that I would refer my clients to. She does care about them. But here's the other thing. You're also a great negotiator, right? You're going to work with these people to get them the best deal. If you are working with them as a seller, right? You're going to fight for the most. If you're working with them as a buyer, you're going to do whatever you can to get them the best deal on your purchase, right?
Absolutely.
So you've been doing this for how long now?
Probably 21 years.
Good, great. I'm telling you, look at Brittany. You check out my YouTube channel. Check out my iHeartRadio podcast, my Spotify podcast. Brittany is amazing. She's absolutely gorgeous, and I just am honored to have her on the show. So you've been working mostly, Brittany, in the Oviedo area.
Yes. So I got my license at 18 years old, right after I graduated high school. I had family in the industry, and they're just like, okay, you've graduated. While I was taking college courses, I just started dabbling in real estate. And about a year into college, I was like, no, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I have no regrets. I have absolutely been blessed by this industry that I love so much.
Yeah. Tell me, I couldn't agree more. I mean, believe me, I'm not smart enough to do anything else. So I had to be good at mortgages, and thank God the mortgage business has been good to me as well. What's going on in Oviedo right now? Tell me a little bit about the market there, because I've got a lot of listeners that love that area. And what could they expect if they were to call you? And by the way, what phone number would they reach you?
321-230-4445.
Say that one more time for me.
321-230-4445.
And do you have a website that they could check out?
Yes, it's findcentralflorida.com.
Oh, findcentralflorida.com. So you'll help them anywhere in Central Florida?
Absolutely, yes.
So we're Oviedo. Now, I've lived here all my life. I remember Oviedo from when Oviedo was little tiny dirt road, dirt
sticks
road,
and bricks. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
dirt road on Red Bug Road. So now Oviedo is like one of the most desirable places that anybody would want to live. What are the average prices going for over there right now?
Yeah, so Oviedo is not the Boondocks anymore. It's grown a little bit
yeah, sure
over the years.
Even Chuliota's not the Boondocks anymore.
No, it's not. It's not. It's still such a beautiful place to live, though, and raise a family. So the median price for homes in Oviedo is $325. Okay. We do have a lot of luxury communities, definitely second-time homebuyer communities. It's a very attractive community for people that are coming from all over the United States because of its amazing school system. And it's a very family-oriented town. It still has that small hometown feel, but you're not too far away from like UCF, the college, and 417, a short drive to get to downtown Orlando. And then you're also not far from the Space Coast. So we have a lot of families that work over in Brevard County at the Space Center that do make the commute, and their families are in Seminole County.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Seminole County schools are probably the best in the area, I would think. I think they're even better than Orange County, if I'm not mistaken.
I can vouch for it. I went to Seminole County schools. I've lived here my whole life, been in Seminole County, and yes, it is a great school system.
So we talked about values, because I think that's important that we all understand where the market is going right now. So if the average price is about $325, that doesn't mean you can't find a house for $500 over there. There's houses in the $500,000 or $600,000 price point too.
Absolutely, right. Yes.
But it's getting harder and harder to get into that entry level home. So your entry level home, like I would think even on the low side, where you're still in the high twos if you can find something. Is that available?
Yeah, we have seen quite a bit of increase in prices in the last, definitely 2 years. So what was, an entry home 2 years ago at $250 is now,
$325.
For $325, roughly, yes. So it's not to say that you cannot find a home for under $300. But it does take a lot of data mining on my part.
Data mining. When we come back from the next break, can you tell us what data mining is and how that can benefit your clients?
Absolutely.
One more time with your phone number, please.
321-230-4445.
Great. Or go to WeBringYouHome.com. I will preview Brittany on my website, or call me at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313, or apply online at WeBringYouHome.com. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Welcome back to the Loner Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, the Loner Ranger. If you have any questions for me whatsoever about mortgages, purchase or refinance questions, anything to do with the real estate transaction, call me. I'm happy to help you with that. You can reach me at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. 888-636-3313, or you can go to my website, webringyouhome.com. Check out the classes that I teach. I am teaching classes right now on construction perm lending. You know, most mortgage companies don't offer construction perm lending, and if they do, it's extremely restrictive to high credit score borrowers with a lot of money down. I've got construction perms for conventional loans with as little as 10% down. I am getting ready to introduce my jumbo construction perm program. I have an FHA construction perm program. That means you can get into a home for 5% down and build a home on your own lot, or go find a lot and we'll help you build on it. I'll connect you with some great builders locally. Or if you are a veteran, I have a 5% down VA construction perm. Show me any lender in the country that's got that program. I don't know who they are. I honestly don't. VA construction perm, great opportunity. So if you are not interested in being part of the mix in a multiple offer situation that everyone tends to be in today, and it can be a little frustrating for some folks, and you decide you want more room than you're going to get with your typical production home, then maybe building on your own lot is an option for you. So give me a call at 407-706-3313, or go to my website. You can see when my classes are, if you're a real estate agent, if you are a local builder, or if you are somebody that's just curious about how a construction perm loan works. You go to my website at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. We're back here with Brittany Zapitz with EXP Realty. I've known Brittany for 20 plus years. She's one of my all-time favorite real estate agents. We've got a transaction that you and I are working with right now. And first of all, welcome to the show, Brittany.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you and I are working on a transaction right now. The transaction was, I've got the buyer, you've got the seller. Okay. Right. And let's just talk a little bit about how you and I kind of reconnected here, because I thought that was pretty exciting. Tell that story.
Okay. So I was the listing agent. The property had been on the market for about 48 hours. We had 5 offers on the property, and we had a few offers that were very similar to each other. One of the pre-approvals had a national lender that I had never heard the person's name. And then
the lender's name, you mean?
Yes,
okay.
The lender's name. I wasn't familiar with the lender. But then the other offer was one of your pre-approvals. And I was like, I know Bruce Woodburn. He is a great lender. He will get this transaction to closing. So even though the offers were very similar, the fact that they went with a local lender that I was familiar with, and we've worked together and had such great experiences together, I knew that you would get it closed. And that was probably the tipping point of why the seller accepted your pre-approval over the other offer.
Right. And, you know, I appreciate that. That means a lot to me, because it's always a joy to work with such professionals. The buyer's agent's really good, and Brittany is phenomenal. And I know that particular transaction even had a few challenges on your end because of a family separation situation. No names mentioned, of course, but there were some challenges, and you worked through those challenges.
Yes. Actually, in the middle of the transaction, the seller had put in an insurance claim to get the buyer a new roof. So the buyer put the offer in and did not know that the seller was actually going to put a brand new roof on the house.
Right.
So that was super awesome for the buyer, because they negotiated an offer thinking they had a 17-year-old roof, and surprise, surprise, they are going to have a brand new roof.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
You know, so listen, here's why you choose Brittany. Okay. There is a listing agent that wanted it better for even the buyer. Okay. At no cost to the seller. All right. I mean, he was assigning over, but they went through an insurance claim. So there's somebody that's truly looking out for the better interest of all parties. Brittany, I want my clients to call you. How do they reach you?
So my cell is 321-230-4445, or you can connect with me on my website at findcentralflorida.com.
Findcentralflorida.com. Brittany, EXP, you were with another company, the Big Red Company, for a long time. How many years?
I was with Keller for about 5 years.
Okay. So, and you've now moved over to EXP. Tell me a little bit about EXP and why you moved over there.
Yes, so EXP is probably the fastest growing brokerage in North America. I went over there for their business model. It was it was just leading edge on the way that they paid their agents and treated their agents and their core values with the company and the ability to actually, I've had my broker's license, real estate broker's license for 10 years, and I was about to open up my own brokerage. Well, this model was very similar to me having my own brokerage and get a lot of the benefits where I can mentor newer agents coming into the industry.
Well, that's interesting. So you chose going to EXP rather than starting your own brokerage. So that says a lot, right?
Yes.
Now, if there was a real estate agent out there that's working for another company right now, and listen, you may be completely happy with where you are, but if you're interested in exploring other opportunities, is that something that someone could call you if they're in real estate to say, hey, I want to pick your brain about EXP, and then could they call you?
Absolutely. I am a mentor for any real estate agent out there. This industry, there's always so much new information coming at you. So whether you just want to pick my brain about EXP or you just have a basic real estate question that you're just like, I don't know what to do, I'm stuck, can you help me out? My cell is 321-230-4445.
That's amazing. So look here's somebody that says, even if you're a competitor, call me up, I'll help you. I'll guide you through the right direction. That is what really rises Brittany to the top. Okay. So I bring these folks on for my listeners to listen to so that I can bring value to you, because you may not be looking at buying a home right now. You may not be looking to sell a home right now, but when you know of somebody that is, then you can now recommend one of the best in the area. So you got to write Brittany's number down, or you got to call me at the office or text me or email me, 407-706-3313, 407-706-3313. I want to bring really great people to the table, because you may, like I said, you may not be interested in buying or selling right now, but at some point you will, and you definitely don't want to choose your next door neighbor because it's uncomfortable for you to see a sign in the yard that doesn't have their name on it. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people choose people they know, your ex-fraternity brother or sorority sister or an old friend that dabbles in real estate. This is the biggest thing that you'll ever do. Why put all that money in the hands of somebody that's going to screw it up? And if it's a relative, definitely don't choose the relative. I'm just telling you, there's nothing worse than sitting across the Christmas turkey and knowing that your brother-in-law screwed up the biggest thing that you ever wanted. It's not good. 407-706-3313 or WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. Brittany, one more time, give us your number.
So my cell is 321-230-4445. And Bruce, I want to touch super quick on the construction perm loan. Yes. If you guys need a lot, I have really good ways to data mine to find you that perfect lot so you can build your dream home on and do the construction perm loan with Bruce. That's
fantastic. We'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm going to bring Brittany back on to talk about data mining. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Loner Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. I am here to help guide you through the mortgage process from start to finish. I've been in the business for 32 years. I've closed well over 9,000 transactions, and I'm going strong, ready to help you. If you got any questions about buying your next home, maybe you're a first-time home buyer, maybe you're a move-up buyer, maybe you want to buy a second home or some investment property, I'm here to help you with that. You can always reach me at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. You want to know what's going on with mortgage rates? Mortgage rates are on their way up, but still extremely attractive. They are unbelievable, as the Loner Ranger would say. I am here to make sure that we select the right program for you. I'm here to help you get your credit scores up if they're not in shape already. And I'm also here to make sure that I introduce you to the right people in our industry, whether it's a real estate agent, a builder partner, whatever it is that's going to enlighten your experience and help you save money when purchasing or selling real estate. So, my friend Brittany Zapitz from EXP Realty. We talked about all the advantages and why you chose EXP, not only over your past company, but in lieu of even starting your own brokerage.
Right.
And then when we left off, you threw a bomb at me, right, at the very end and talked about data mining. What exactly is data mining?
So data mining is where you use predictive analytics to see if somebody has the potential of, or what I use data mining for, the potential of selling. So there's so many different factors that the analytics brings into play and tells us if a seller has a higher chance of selling. So for a buyer, this comes in handy because right now, as we know, the inventory is low in the market and buyers are finding themselves in multiple offer situations. And so what I do, if they know the area that they're looking for and they know I'm looking for like a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and I want to be in this neighborhood, then I use predictive analytics to help the buyer find a property that may not necessarily be on the multiple listing service yet.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Is this, you're finding properties that may not even be on the market yet? Is that right?
That's exactly
right. So
right.
it could potentially be a for sale by owner. Is that right?
It could be a for sale by owner, but they haven't raised their hand at all that they want to sell. I'm getting to them right as they're maybe taking a lot of trips to Home Depot.
Okay, so listen, you guys. This kind of is like spooky stuff, but I like it. I like it a lot. So I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, what you're saying is you've got systems that could potentially locate a potential seller that hasn't sold yet or put their house on the market, but they'd be likely to based on analytics.
Exactly.
Oh my God. It's Big Brother is after our real estate. It's crazy. All right. That's pretty cool though. So you would call up and say, hey, this is Brittany. I'm with EXP and it looks like you've been in your house for 12 years. And it looks like, you may be thinking about moving, or something like that. Is that, tell me how that even works.
Yeah, a lot of different ways I go about getting in touch with the seller, whether it's through mail, phone call, even just showing up at their house. If I only have 10 houses in the predictive analytics that meets that buyer's criteria, which has happened to me, then it's not a big deal for me just to, go talk to the seller.
If you're considering interviewing a real estate agent to list your home, call Brittany at, where do they reach you?
321-230-4445.
Or call the Loan Arranger at 407-706-3313 or visit my website at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. Okay, so we've talked about EXP. We've talked about how you are so willing to help other real estate agents or other clients that may have a question about real estate. And she's given out her own personal phone number to you guys. Okay. Pretty impressive stuff. We talked about data mining on finding sellers that may not even have their house on the market yet. And maybe there's just a good opportunity that they may be a candidate to sell the home. Now we're talking about, and I see this a lot. Okay. Buyers that just don't qualify today. So here's the thing. There are many first-time home buyers that, first of all, they don't think they qualify. They apply with me, and they do qualify. So I'm going to tell you something. I closed a loan last month that had a 511 credit score. Now, if you got a 511 credit score, it doesn't mean I'm going to close your loan, okay? But I closed a loan with a 511 credit score. When was the last time you ever heard of that, Brittany?
It's been a little bit.
Yeah, it's been like never, probably. I don't know. I didn't even think I could do it. I got it done. Had a 561. Most lenders aren't touching loans under 620 or 600. Some will go as low as 580. I don't have a credit score limit on my FHA loans. As long as I can get the loan to work, I'm good to go with that. But now, let's say that I've got a client and I looked at them and they don't qualify. Right now, they had a foreclosure. They had a short sale. They haven't waited long enough to get back in the market. Maybe they were out of work for a period of time and there's too big of a gap of employment. Maybe they got to fix some collections or judgments on their credit. They don't qualify. What options do they have?
So I do have a rent-to-own program, and how it's set up is, you go to Bruce and he's like, now is not the time for you to purchase, but I can, do some credit repair on your credit. And within a year, I think we should be able to get you to qualify. But you were just like, I really want out of my apartment, or I need to move right now. What do I do? So you call me at 321-230-4445, and let's talk about this rent-to-own program. My program will tell you that if you purchase a home in the first year, you have a fixed price of, say, $300,000.
Okay, so the price of purchasing the home is guaranteed for 12 months.
Correct.
Well, that's impressive in itself because the houses are going up so quickly right now. If you can lock in a price for 12 months, that's pretty impressive.
Yes, and then the second year, this would be your buyout price, and this is how much your rent would be for the second year, third year, and it goes all the way up to 5 years. So before you even move into the property, you have a 5-year plan of a buyout price and a rent price for guaranteed for 5 years.
That is amazing. So all of you folks out there that don't think you qualify, first of all, check with me. I do loans that a lot of people just don't think they could have gotten. But there are clients that call me and I just can't get them approved. You don't qualify for any number of reasons. I will do what I can to make sure you qualify, but if you don't, there's an option, and you don't have to rent. Your rents are going to keep going up, you guys. There's a shortage of rental properties, just like there's a shortage of inventory. When landlords know that, they keep raising your rent. And listen, you got to own. There's no such thing as a rich renter. I'm just going to say it to you guys right now. There's no such thing as a rich renter. You're not going to get rich being a renter. Let's help you get into a home. So, Brittany, you got a guaranteed price. It goes up every 12 months, but it's fixed, and you can buy that house out for up to 5 years.
Correct.
And I think that's an amazing opportunity, because if you are renting right now you have no excuse, guys, not to give me a call. I'll connect you with Brittany. And here's the great thing. If you work with me and my team, or if you need credit repair and you work with my credit repair team, we're going to get you set up so that this is not just another rental property for you. You will own this property. 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313, or WeBringYouHome.com. You want to call Brittany? She'll get you hooked up with that program as well. Call Brittany at
321-230-4445 or FindCentralFlorida.com.
FindCentralFlorida.com. So now there's no excuse for you to ever continue to rent. Now is the time. We're going to get you into a property that you will own. You will own this. If you are an adult and you already own a home and you have adult children, you need to call me immediately at 407-706-3313, or have that adult child apply at WeBringYouHome.com. Brittany, I cannot thank you enough for joining my show. It's been so much fun with you today. Stay tuned for the Lone Ranger. Same time next week, WeBringYouHome.com or 407-706-3313. And again, I want to thank Brittany Zapitz from EXP Realty for joining me today. You brought so much value to the table.
Thank you, Bruce, for having me.
Have a great day. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.